Hi guys. So today I want to talk about Assassin's Creed Shadows. The game only came out a couple of weeks ago, and on YouTube I'm seeing some videos where the game is being criticized. I want to give my perspective on it and cover a few things, including this criticism trend, how Assassin's Creed games generally play, and my thoughts on Shadows, specifically on how it stacks up so far against the other Assassin's Creed games. Okay, so let's start with the criticism. There seems to be numerous videos out there that are not only criticizing the game, but Ubisoft itself. I wonder if, for whatever reason, there's a bias taking place, and when you don't like the developer, then whatever they produce, by default, you can't like that either.
Stick to the shadows. I don't want trouble.
Now, my opinion is, I'm going to disregard all of that and evaluate the game in its own right. I don't care about supposed issues with the developer's other games, real or imagined. By coming in with a clean slate, you open yourself up for seeing something of value when it presents itself. Now, is it actually just people jumping on the bandwagon? Maybe the creators of these videos don't ultimately really care and are not emotionally invested in either the game or the developer, but just want to jump on the bandwagon for views and likes? Possibly. I saw a video that was criticizing the effects on objects within the game world when they are attacked. It was a montage of Nawe attacking various objects, like vases or bamboo, and showing what effect the attack had on the object. Watching it initially, I thought, yeah, that's exactly what you would expect in a video game like this. There was nothing here that indicated the interaction and animation was subpar, yet the video was implying the effects were bad. It seemed completely unreasonable to upload this video, and frankly embarrassing, with the sole intention being to criticize the game to garner attention. Thankfully, when I looked at the comments, I wasn't alone, and many other comments recognized the unfairness and blindness of this ridiculous criticism. Now, with all that being said, let's talk about Assassin's Creed games. Firstly, a disclaimer. I have only played Assassin's Creed Odyssey and Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I have completed both of them, so this means I know the Assassin's Creed games as being open world. I'm aware that the earlier games weren't like this, and that some people may prefer that. Who knows, maybe I would too if I played them. But until then, I come from the gameplay formula of Odyssey and Valhalla, and that is what I will base my comparison with Shadows on. Assassin's Creed Odyssey, in my opinion, was amazing. It's actually up there as one of my best gaming experiences. Valhalla followed the same formula, and was really good as well. But if I look back and compare the two, and think about which one I would want to do over again, I would choose Odyssey. The reason would just come down to the world itself. There's something beautiful about the Greek islands, and the overall vibe. I really like the ancient history, and meeting some of the important figures of the time, like Socrates, for example. Also, the mercenary system where they start hunting you down, which wasn't present in Valhalla. I still remember the first time I heard the horn sound and looked on my map and saw the mercenary symbol, then reclosing the map and reopening it to discover they were even closer. To me, this was a cool part of the game, and I missed it dearly in Valhalla. Unfortunately, the mercenary system is not present in Shadows either. Here is the formula for the Assassin's Creed games as present in Odyssey and Valhalla, which Shadows also follows. These games truly are open world, because the world does feel alive. Yes, you will have main quests and side quests, but along the way, you will see things on the map that will sidetrack you. You go to take a shortcut, then spot some building patrolled by guards, with treasure inside. So you go into stealth mode and slowly eliminate the guards one by one. then once you have that treasure you see on the map, that you're actually near a viewpoint situated on a nearby mountain. So you head over and grab that, and while there, notice a battle going on nearby. But wait, what was the quest I was doing? So while playing, you can easily lose yourself doing random things that pique your interest. I also think that the difficulty of the game helps. The game is not difficult at all, at least on the standard setting. When you log in for a play session, you know that you're going to make some progress and achieve a few things in the session, which can be very satisfying. Also, you choose when you want danger to occur. When you're in a town or travelling along a main road, you are fairly safe. You are not going to be assailed from all sides by enemies on a regular basis. It's when you need to complete a particular objective that makes you go into a fortified enemy area that things pick up. I like this because you are in control of how you tackle the game's dangers, as opposed to most other games where you just go along for the ride. What I'm trying to say here is that the open world gameplay in Assassin's Creed has a particular relaxing feel that appeals to me, and is what I looked forward to with Shadows. Assassin's Creed will feel its best when you allow it to immerse you into its world. So, how does Shadows compare so far? I am only 5 hours into the game and level 6, but so far it does follow the same formula, with its own charms. First off though, there is a lot of cutscenes, much more than I recall in Odyssey or Valhalla. I'm not sure yet if this is a good thing, and if the high quantity will continue as the game progresses. I think they did this to try and immerse you in the story more of the main characters. They are immersive enough that I wanted to watch it through them all, but part of me did want there to be a little less so I could just get into the game. Nawe seems fairly weak so far. When you fight enemies, they seem to be more powerful than you, and standard enemies seem to have more unblockable attacks, forcing you to dodge. Also, when you get hit, you lose a lot of health. Enemies seem to have much more health compared to you, which is different to the other games. I guess it wants to emphasize that Nawe really is starting out with a lower level of experience compared to the main characters in the other games, including Yusuke. You get a brief stint with him immediately when the game starts, and he seemed very powerful in comparison. I think this power difference is on purpose to contrast the feel of the two characters. We will see if Nawe gets more powerful later in the game as a shinobi. Overall though, if you like the open world gameplay of the other Assassin's Creed games, then you should like this too. Even if there are other small changes to gameplay systems you don't like, you can't go too far wrong. However, if this is your first experience in the AC universe, and it's not your cup of tea, then that's fine. But definitely no reason to be overly critical of Shadows. In conclusion, if the Assassin's Creed series wasn't such a big success, then criticism videos wouldn't be as successful, which is pretty ironic. I'm just going to continue to work through Shadows and enjoy the game to its fullest, and I recommend you do too. Thanks for watching this video. Feel free to like and subscribe to help out the channel, and share your opinion in the comments section below. Till next time.